Okay, so a little update on what I've been up to. This past weekend, I participated in my first game jam, which, for those of you who don't know, is an event where a bunch of people who want to make games come together for a weekend and make a game in 48 hours. And it's crazy. I found out about the event through the Central Ohio Game Dev group, which I'm a part of. And it was put on by CivicHacks, a local Columbus company, H2O, a local startup company, and Lumos Columbus, which is the venue that it was held at. So the event was supposed to support H2O. Their product is a backpack that actually helps transport water for people, in areas around the world that have a really difficult time having access to clean water. So they wanted us to make a game or an app that kind of helped promote that product and brought attention to the global water crisis. So I got there on Friday. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and I didn't really know anyone, but I was just gonna hope to kind of put a team together and see where we could get. So I presented, and I was lucky enough to get into a group with two programmers, two OSU students, and it was the thing that I wasn't expecting was most of the people that came, they already had teams. So I was really lucky to get two programmers who wanted to help me. And it wasn't really them wanting to help me. It was we were all gonna make a game. Anyway, so Friday night we kind of sat down, took my idea and morphed it a little bit, and then we got to work. We didn't work too much Friday night, thank God, because I needed a little bit of sleep. So I had a buddy who lived nearby, slept at his place, came back Saturday morning at 8 a.m. and we worked from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Sunday. And I gotta tell you, I was exhausted. Holy crap. I think I only had, like 3 little naps throughout the whole time. And it was just, oh my gosh. The cool thing was the whole event was sponsored by a ton of people. So they had catering, and there was just a ton of food the whole time. That's what I used for energy. I gained 5 pounds. I felt so disgusting because I didn't move. I just sat there and ate food and did what I could to help make a game. I learned a lot. I learned it's really difficult to make a game in 48 hours with people you've never met before. Let's just say discussions at times became a little heated when we were talking about what we wanted in the game and all that kind of stuff. And as a designer who has poor coding skills, I was kind of at the mercy of my two programmers. But I did what I could. I helped with I helped facilitate. I helped with some animations. I helped with a menu system. I did what I also learned that it's really easy to forget everything you know about game design and time management in that sort of stressful situation. I didn't go into it thinking that I was going to be like the pseudo leader of the group. I was kind of hoping to pair up with someone more experienced, but that was not the case. And I ended up, there were definitely some things that I could have done better, both in terms of, my design process and, the leadership time management role. But in the end, we made a game. We made a full game. Even though it came down to the wire, 6 o'clock we were supposed to be done on Sunday, and we were scrambling. Let's just say that. But we did it. Made a crappy video, presented in front of a ton of people. I did not expect that. There were judges. I knew that. There were the other teams. I knew that. I figured some other people would show up. No. They did a really good job promoting the event, and there were a ton of people. So that was a little nerve-wracking because, like, I was the one that had to present, and I was so tired, and I was nervous, and since we worked up until the end, I didn't really have time to prepare. So there were definitely some things that I left out, but whatever. Went over okay. We didn't win. That's not important. It was such a great experience. I was so impressed with all the positivity from the people putting on the event and the game devs that were there. I mean, it was just incredible. And it was a great networking opportunity. Like, I met a ton of people, and I have no doubt that I'm going to keep in contact with them, and hopefully, something comes out of it. Finally, I'm just really impressed with how well all the games turned out. 48 hours, and there were 7 games. 7 games that people could play. Some more than others, but it doesn't matter. They were great. So, without further ado, here is my video game. It's called Mission H2O, and it's not perfect. There were a lot of things that we wish we could have added, or we wish we could have changed, but play it on my website. Enjoy.